So, what if you could take a massive, complex philosophical idea about how the universe works and boil it all down to a simple two-question tool you can use in your daily life? Well, that's exactly what we're diving into today. We're connecting Daniel Andreas' incredible work, The Rose of the World, with a really powerful method called Navigator 511. So let's just start right there. Have you ever actually felt that? That little whisper that underneath all the noise, the randomness, the chaos of just getting through the day, there's some kind of invisible logic at play, a hidden structure holding everything together. It's a really powerful thought, and honestly, it's the perfect place for us to begin. Because, according to the groundbreaking work of Daniel Andreev, that structure isn't just a feeling, it's very real. He saw the entire universe as this huge, ongoing struggle, a cosmic battleground for one single, incredibly crucial thing: your will. Now, this is where it gets really fascinating. This whole cosmic battle, it really boils down to a very personal, daily choice that you make. On one side, you've got chaos. That's when you're just drifting, reacting to whatever life decides to throw at you. In that state, your energy literally becomes fuel for other people's plans, for their chaos. But then on the other side, you have order. This is all about structure, about using your internal will, and about becoming the creator of your own reality. And here's the kicker. Every single moment, you're choosing a side. Okay, but let's be real for a second. It's easy to talk about creating your own reality when you're not, staring at a pile of bills or dealing with a micromanager. How are you supposed to connect with these huge philosophical ideas when you're just trying to get through the week, totally overwhelmed by real-world problems and the weight of what everyone else expects from you? Well, that is the exact problem this tool was created to solve. It's the bridge, the connection between these grand concepts and your actual day-to-day life, and it's called Navigator 511. So, how does this Navigator thing actually work in the middle of that daily battle? Well, it's designed to give you one very specific, very powerful thing: a vector to push back against the pull of chaos. And what do we mean by a vector? In this context, it's so much more than just a direction. It's your personal impulse for action. It's that internal compass that doesn't just point the way, it actually gives you the push to get moving. Andrea's whole idea was that the battle is always for your energy. Your vector is how you claim that energy for yourself. And this quote, wow, it just lays out the stakes so clearly. Just let this sink in for a second. If you don't have your own vector, you become fuel for someone else's chaos. You just drift. You get lost in endless analysis, in second-guessing, and just reacting to things, instead of taking clear, decisive action. That's the real cost of not having your own direction. So the big question is, how do we find this vector, especially when we're feeling totally lost? Well, this is where the tool becomes so incredibly simple and powerful. It really just comes down to two questions. And let's be super clear about this. This isn't some kind of mystical woo-woo exercise. We're not reading tea leaves or coffee grounds here. Navigator 511 is a sharp, practical tool. It's designed to give you two concrete points of support that can cut through any fog, any confusion, anytime you feel stuck. So here it is, the entire tool in two simple steps. First, awareness. You just stop and ask, where am I right now? And you have to be brutally honest with yourself. Is what I'm doing, thinking, and feeling at this moment creating my own sense of order? Or am I just feeding someone else's chaos? Then, the second step, direction. Now you ask, okay, where is my energy, my impulse actually going? Does the action I'm about to take line up with my true vector, my real path, or is it just another distraction? When you start consistently asking yourself these two questions, something pretty amazing begins to happen. You stop just reacting to the battle that's swirling around you, and you actually start to build your own version of Andreev's grand vision. You start to cultivate what we call your rose of creation. This brings us to something called the law of creative choice, which is really just the practical, hands-on application of the rose of the world in your own life. It's about that exact moment of transformation, when you stop being a passive object, just getting pushed around by circumstances, and you consciously decide to step into the role of a creator. It really is that simple and that profound. You make the choice. You stop reacting and you start creating. You take all the raw material of your life, the good, the bad, the chaotic, and you decide, I'm going to build something meaningful with this. And this is the key. This is the big takeaway. Don't wait around for the world to change. Don't wait for some big sweeping reforms from on high. Real harmony, true order, it all begins at the most local level possible, with the disciplined use of your own will, in this very moment, right now. So, I'll leave you with this final, challenging question. I want you to look at your life right now. Are you consciously, actively building your own rose of peace, your own structure of meaning and purpose? Or are you spending your days just putting out fires, just dealing with the consequences of someone else's priorities, of someone else's chaos? At the end of the day, the choice is always yours. It's always been yours. So if you're ready to stop drifting and start building, your vector is right there, waiting. Let's start that journey together.